June 20th, 2020. My name is Tony Delane. How are you? Anyways, I got a question in regards to cost of living in Malawi. And the commenter said that I was a little vague. I didn't answer the question. What is the cost of living in Malawi? It's like anywhere else. It's what you want it to be. You can live here in the United States dirt cheap. There's people on YouTube that make videos about unplugging your electronics and doing this and clipping coupons and all these type of things. Your cost of living is basically up to you and your lifestyle and what you deem as being expensive or inexpensive. It's really up to you. So what is it like specifically in Malawi? In Malawi in Africa, you can live dirt cheap. Labor's cheap. But you got to remember, when you go to a country like that, you've almost got to bring everything with you from the West. That's everything as far as sanitation, a sense of urgency, quality of work, to name a few. Because a lot of people in Africa, and in villages specifically, where you can live the cheapest, they don't have the skills, the vocation, the training, the experience. They have the abilities to learn and acquire skills and things like that, but it's going to require that you train them. It's going to require that you show them. And we all know time is money. Money is time equals time, etc. But so in the villages, you can build a house for $4,000. Without running water. You can have a well outside. If you want to live very simple, you have a well outside, pump your water. No electricity, go to bed at night when it's dark outside, or you can do solar panels. Solar panels run you, 500 watt solar panel probably run you like $30, $30 US dollars. Not expensive. There's Africans, Malawans that know how to install those. Labor is super dirt cheap. You're looking at general labor at about $300 a month. You could probably negotiate, food and room and board for your crew for even cheaper than that. So it depends, what it is that you want to do. But for example, building a house. You want to build a house in Malawi, keep in mind all the materials and things like that you're going to need are not really readily available like it is in the U.S. And the materials that you can get are quality. They're quality, but they're not cheap. The Chinese are sending over all that stuff to Malawi, to Africa, and they want top dollar. So the cost of building your house goes up astronomically if you want Western standards, shingles and clay tiles and all that kind of stuff. If you want those type of things, yeah, you're going to pay what you pay in the West, and in some cases, even more. So it all depends on what you want. Okay, gallon of milk, $4. Cheese, expensive because it's imported. Beef, expensive because a lot of it is imported from China. So it doesn't have the same quality standards as the West. But expensive. Pork, you can get that stuff in the village cheap, but you're going to get a guy with his shoes and socks off, hands dirty, knife dirty, all that stuff. You're not going to get, you're not going to get the Iron Chef in the village. You're not going to get that quality. You don't know what the Iron Chef is. I haven't watched it, but my brother was talking to me about it. I just know the title of the show. But, so, what I'm doing is, I'm living cheap. Because I don't require all bells and whistles to live in life. I just don't need it. I just need access and opportunity. That's what I'm really about, access and opportunity. Say it, access and opportunity. As long as it's accessible, it's there, and I can acquire it when I need it, I'm okay. But I'm not going into Malawi, building a $400,000 house, cars and everything like that. I'm not doing that. I want a basic life. I get a couple of scooters, maybe a motorcycle, maybe a car, a used car. Lots of seeds for growing food and fruit trees and things like that. I want it simple. Because for me, when you start getting into all the bells and whistles, it just becomes too expensive to maintain. Why? You know, I'm not going to retire just to come back to work. You know, and don't get me wrong, some people got it like that. I can have it like that, but I don't want it like that. I want it basic, simple: flip flops, t-shirt, sunshine, maybe. I'll dig a pond, for swimming and things like that for the kids. But what I want to do, my agenda is to clean up the place, train, educate, build a crew of guys who could pass this knowledge on and pass it on and pass it on, and really build something great. So the cost of living in Malawi is just like in the West. It's what you make of it. It's what you can afford. You can go to Malawi with $10,000 and probably live 2 or 3 years. Easy. Very easy. Just depends on, how you're living. You can get meals in the village for about $1. In some cases cheap if you negotiate. You know. So that's not hard to do. Sodas are cheap, 50 cents, 60 cents for a soda. Just, I don't drink soda, but, the water's cheap, bottled water. It's not bad. You can live a couple of years. I mean, think about it. A house is only going to cost you $4,000 or maybe $80 a month to rent out. $80 a month. Think about it. $80 a month. What's 80 times 12? You're looking at $700 and some dollars? And shoot. A couple of years, $3,000 maybe, 7, 14, 21, maybe $2,500. You got 3 years worth of living expense, or you can just buy it outright for $4,000, $3,000, negotiate, and have it forever. Your water's free. Your solar panels are free. It's always sunny. And then the only thing you got to do is buy food and transportation. Get you a motorcycle, put $1 or $2 worth of gas in there, and you can be at the market. You can be at town, depending upon how far away you are.